Maupay nga adlaw ha iyo nga tanan, ako Police Cadet Kristina Aragoncillo Acidre, 24 years old, tikang Tacloban City, Leyte. I am the 4th Battalion Community Affairs Development Officer, rank 2, and a proud member of the SINAGLAWIN Class of 2025. Ever since elementary, it has already been my dream to enter the academy, as my father is an alumni of PNPA, a member of TAGAPAMAYAPA Class of 1990. Before graduating from senior high school, I took the PNPACAT as well as other college admission tests. Luckily, I passed all the exams, but PNPA was definitely my first choice. However, the height requirement back then was 5'2" for females, so I was not able to continue with the second phase. To cut the long story short, considering a more practical choice in choosing a course, location, and the expenditures, I decided to take up Bachelor of Elementary Education at Leyte Normal University. However, came the pandemic. I was already in second year college, and the online setup was not very convenient for me. Then I started seeing promotional videos again of PNPA. This was when I decided to take the exam again, since the height requirement was already lowered to 5 feet. For me, there is always a cheat code for everything. It is not a one-size-fits-all, so you must discover what works best for you. Train hard but do not exhaust yourself. I was not the strongest among my classmates, but neither was I the weakest link. I just believed in the process. And because everything was done in a regimented way of living, I was able to improve my strength with time. Then, study smart, not study hard. Since elementary up until college, I was a consistent achiever. So I think developing the right study habits really helped me a lot. Once you master all of these, you'll find the balance and definitely survive your cadetship. But what is important is that you must not survive alone. This is where the joy of becoming a leader comes in for me. It is when you help and lift others together with you. It is also fulfilling to see your classmates and underclassmen achieve more than what they thought they were capable of. My parents are my mentor, especially my father. I think it is a beautiful twist of fate that when I became a cadet, I emerged with the same serial number as my father, 004. Only that I am a member of Class 2025 and he is a member of Class 1990. He did not finish the academy as a top student. He was not at all times given with prestigious awards and was not favored in all his designations and assignments. But with the right principle in life, living up to the core values of PNP, he was able to finish his 34 years in the service with flying colors. I have witnessed firsthand the sacrifices that my father made. But despite the dangers, emotional tolls, and demands of the profession, he showed us that you can serve the people while nurturing your family. Learn to take calculated risks. In the academy, we are trained to be leaders, and the foundation of becoming a good leader, aside from the character, is your ability to make decisions even under pressure. This is what we are trying to develop among ourselves: stability under pressure. I have encountered situations where I was required to step out of my comfort zone. This made me realize that you can't be paralyzed by the fear of failure or always sticking only to safe choices in life, because sometimes these are what will help you grow. It was the physical demands of training in a male-dominated field, and at the same time the pressure to excel in a competitive environment, where your classmates are either national-level athletes, valedictorians, cum laudes, college graduates with eligibility, or artists and very talented individuals. Some days, I also felt I was living in the shadows of my father, carrying with me the stigma that I needed to prove myself in order to create my own image and service reputation. Aside from cultivating a positive attitude and mindset, my family and friends were my support system. Prayers also matter the most. I always go back to Proverbs chapter 16 verse 9. We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our step. That is why my prayer always goes, Lord, revise my plans and make it better. Some things will be delayed, but it will never be lost. It is a matter of putting all my trust in the Lord, whether He do it or not. I know that His plans for me are perfect, and I always put in mind that delays in my plans are not denials of His purpose. When you are tired and feeling how unfair life is sometimes, that compared to others, you've done so much and received so little or even none at all. Don't drown yourself in your emotions. Rather, learn to swim in your thoughts. It means have a positive mindset and do not give up on the things you want to achieve without trying. Because the sacrifice and effort you put in today will define your tomorrow.